All right, gang. You're just me. Fuck the bait. All right, gang. Your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen. Gang, we're gonna show you a couple of ways that we like to troll with the blue runner. We like to use the blue runner for bait when we're fishing down here. We like using a blue runner and we like to troll with them. So I'm gonna, just a second, we're gonna show you the proper way to use the blue runner to troll. So we've already pre-rigged the blue runner with a bridle. We tied a bridle in the blue runner's nose, and then, so if you look here, we got the bridle tied up on the blue runner. Check it out. So we got this beautiful blue runner right here, and we got it all tied up perfect. You see how we bridled up his nose? And then once we get it bridled, there's two different kinds of hooks I like to use. I like to use the look at this hook. I like to use the circle hook to run off that blue runner. And then when we get it bridled up like that so it doesn't open its mouth and the gills don't open when we're trolling it. And then when we hook it, because most of your, look at me, most of your bites come off the, if you ever seen it when you're getting bit, they're always biting the tail. So we figured out a way to do this, because the fish are always coming up and they're biting the tail, you know? So what we do is we put the hook in the tail now when we're trolling these blue runners. So we hook it right, look at with this circle hook, we go right into the tail, right into the boniest part of the tail. So it's really hard to hook it in there. That way it's gonna make it hard for it to come out. And then we troll the blue runner behind the boat at about 8.5, 9 knots. Trolled this way, that way when they bite the tail, we actually get to hook them. So that's how we do it with the blue runner with the circle hook, okay? This nice circle hook, if you look at it, see how the circle hook is shaped like a J? Because that's a circle hook. So then, there's other times when we're using these blue runners, right? Just look at it real close, get a good look at it so everyone knows it's a blue runner. So there's times where we're using these blue runners and we like to use a J hook. Look at the J hook out here on the yellow. So we use this J hook, and then when we're using a J hook, after we have the nose all bridled up real good, you know how they like to bite them like right in the middle? A lot of times you'll get bit like halfway down the blue runner, right halfway down him. So we like to put this J hook right in the middle when he's going, and then we troll it and it spins back there, and it's called helicoptering. And we like to troll them, and if they helicopter really good and they're spinning phenomenally, we get a lot of those spun out wahoo. You know, you've heard about them. They usually bite mostly down on the keys, the spun out wahoo. They like to bite the helicopter rig on the J hook on the blue runner. But you gotta bridle up the blue runner's nose with like a 1/4 ounce or a 1/2 ounce weight. And then we use this dental floss. And it's super important when you're trolling it in the middle of the body to make sure that you bridle up the nose on the blue runner, and make sure you use a really good J hook like this one. See how it's kind of shaped like a circle? That's because it's a J hook. That's a J hook. And then this one that's shaped like a J, this one, this is a circle hook. See how it's shaped like a J? That's a circle hook. This is a J hook. This is a blue runner, rigged up proper, bridled up with the, and once again we'll show you. So when we're using the circle hook, we like to hook them in the tail because most of our bites are coming on the back, coming out of the tail. So we run it like that and we put it back behind the boat. And when we're trolling these behind the boat, we like to troll them at like 15, 18 knots, hooked in the tail. We get a lot of those white marlin bites on this blue runner, drugged by the tail behind the boat. It's unbelievable because they think that the fish is getting pulled away by another fish. They jump right on it. So remember, always make sure you're using a nice circle hook that's shaped like a J. And then when you're using the J hook, like this one that's shaped like a circle, this nice J hook, make sure you hook it right in the middle of the body. So when you're trolling it, it does that spinning motion so it looks like a helicopter, because there's a lot of spun out wahoo out there. So make sure you go to my website, tell me how much you just learned about fishing, because I am an expert. I've been doing this for like a week and a half now, and my mom told me that this was the right way to do it. So I use these circle hooks. My mommy told me these are circle hooks. These are J hooks. This is a blue runner, blue runner, blue runner. And if you look around, this is beautiful Florida. These are the Florida Keys right here. We got a lot of yachts out here fishing. Everybody wants to fish right on top of us all the time. When we're in Florida, when we're in the Keys, when we're in the Bahamas, when we're dragging around our J hooks and our circle hooks with our blue runners out behind the boat. So thank you for joining us today. Now you know how to fish with the blue runner, circle hooks, and J hooks. Thanks for joining us.